Miss Joyce here from the Shaler North Hills Library. Hey, welcome to another episode of You plus Math equals Fun. So the last time we were together, I told you why we call it You plus Math equals Fun, and it's because of you. You are the most important thing to Shaler North Hills Library, not the books and not the computers and not all of the games or anything like that, or even this beautiful building. You're the most important thing. So it's you plus math equals fun. So what I thought we would do today is talk a little bit about numbers, count a little bit, and then talk about a number line and then read a story. So here we go. I'm going to point to this. I have a little board here that has some numbers and some words. And here we go. On every piece of paper, I have the number, the word of the number, and a circle that tells how many this number is. So we have 1, O-N-E, 1. 2, T-W-O, 1, 2, 2. 3, T-H-R-E-E, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, F-O-U-R, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you notice, under the number 4, I put a number 4, but it's a different kind of number 4, but it means the same. It means 4. But sometimes on computers or books, you see this number 4 or this number 4. But it's always good to know that they look a little bit different, but they mean the same, 4. 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 6. S-I-X. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, I'm using my hands because sometimes when you count things, you can touch them as you count. Here we go. 7. 7. S-E-V-E-N, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 8. E-I-G-H-T, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 9 is another one of those numbers that you might find looks different in books or on the computer than it does when you see it other places. Both of these numbers mean 9, but they're just printed in a different way. 9. N-I-N-E. 9. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now number 10. 10. 10. T-E-N. 10. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Good counting, everyone.
Hi, it's me again, Kat. And I don't know if you saw last week's show with Miss Joyce, but we talked about how cats have 9 lives. Well, apparently, we don't. No, we don't have 9 lives. We don't have 8 lives. We don't have 7 lives. We have 1 life to live, which is also the name of an old soap opera. So today, I asked Miss Joyce on this show to teach you all what a number looks like when you write it, so that you could write a letter to the organization, the people, the being that decides how many lives cats have. Now, I don't know who that is yet, but I figure if we collect them, we can send them all in at once. You know, like all those things you get in the mail on Wednesday from all the shopping stores. It'll all come at once and drive you crazy. And then maybe I'll get 9 lives and your cat will get 9 lives. But I figure if we're going to ask for your help, why stop at 9? You know what I'm saying? So what I want to show you, like Miss Joyce did, she showed you what 9 looks like. N-I-N-E, okay? But what we want you to do, what I want you to do, is I want you to write 3 billion, because I'd like to have 3 billion lives. So 3, that's a T-H-R-E-E, then we're going to put in a space, billion, B-I-L-L-I-O-N. So these are the words that you need to know, and you need to write up your name. And so what we're going to do is we're going to gather all these letters, and you can send them into the library, or you can email them, or you can just bring them in or whatever, so that cats like me, so that we can get not 9, but 3 billion lives. That sound good? Okay, I'll see you later. I'm Kat.
Hey everyone, we're back. And as you can see on my board here, I printed something with my dry erase marker, and it's called a number line. Number line. The word number, N-U-M-B-E-R, line, L-I-N-E. And all it really is a line that has numbers on it. It's a number line. And I want you to take a good look at the number line because, you know, the number 1 isn't any further away from the number 2 than the number 2 is away from the number 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, let's take a good look, and I'm going to ask you some questions. And if you know the answer, you can go ahead and say it in your voice, or you can say it in your heart. So let's take a good look at our number line, because you know, a number line is a tool. And I always say that tools are things that help make our job easier. Like a hammer, that makes your job easier if you're nailing something into the wall. It's a tool, makes your job easier. And that's what a number line is, learning about numbers. That number line will help us. So it's a tool for learning. So here we go. Let's take a good look. What number comes after the number 6? What number comes after the number 6? So the way we would do it is find the number 6. Here's the number 6. What number comes after the number 6? The number, yes, 7. So the number 7 comes after the number 6 on our number line. There we go. Let's try it again. What number comes after the number 2? Let's find the number 2. And let's go, what number comes after the number 2? After is the number 3. Yes, very good. Alrighty. Now let's change it a little bit, and I'm going to use another word instead of after. I'm going to use the word before. We're still going to use our number line as our tool for learning. So here we go. Take a good look at your number line. What number comes before the number 10. Before the number 10. So let's find the number 10 and let's go before the number 10 is the number 9. Yes, very good. Let's try that one again. What number comes before the number 4? Before the number 4. Here's the number 4. What comes before it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Before. Okay, let's try this one. These are good words. They're called positional words. And the word I'm going to use now is between. Between. What number comes between the number 4 and the number 6? Between the number 4 and the number 6. What number is right in between those two numbers? The number 5. Yes, the number 5 comes right in between. Very good. Very good. Let's do that one more time. What number comes between the number 7 and 9? Between 7 and 9. Start at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Very good. Very good. So a number line can really help us because it can help us find out what numbers come before, what numbers come after, and what numbers come in between. Now, there's one number I didn't put on here, and it's a number that comes before the number 1. So I'm going to put it right here in my little circle, and it is 0. And 0, really, it does not even have anything we can count. So it comes before number 1. It comes before number 1. But it's a good thing to have on your number line. It's a very good thing to have on your number line. So let's count our number line one more time. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you know, number lines, they're wonderful. And number lines, you see them in a lot of different places. Number lines can really help us when we measure something. So number lines are really good tools. Let me see, I think we have a number line here. Here's a number line. This is a ruler, and a ruler is a kind of a number line. A ruler can be used as a measuring tool. So we're going to talk a little bit more about measuring things the next time we're together. So, hey, thanks everyone. Remember, this is a number line. We'll see you in a minute, and we'll read a story.
Well, howdy there. I'm Farmer. You might remember me from last year. I was on Miss Joyce's show then. And I wrote a little song about the number line, and that's what inspired Miss Joyce to talk about it today. And I'd like to sing for y'all. A lot of people say it's the perfect country and western song. I keep a close watch on this number line. I use my number line all the time. It even helped me learn to tell time. It's super fine, my number line. I find it very easy to count shoes. My number line, it helps me count by twos. Yes, I admit I spend a lot of time with my old friend, the number line. As sure as 2 comes before number 3. The number line, it helps me count the trees. I add 'em up and then I count the bees. and it's so fine, my number line. I keep a close watch on this number line. I use my number line all the time. It even helped me learn how to tell time. It's super fine, my number line. It's super fine, my number line. That's my number line. And I hope y'all have a wonderful relationship with your number line too. Thank you from Farmer Farmer. Bye.
Hi everyone, we're back, and you know how much I love books, and I really could never end a program without reading a book. And since we're talking about numbers, I thought I would read a book about numbers. And this is one of my favorite books. It's very, very old. It's a very old book. It was written a long, long time ago, but it's a cool book. It's called Millions of Cats. And we know the word million is a number that means very, very, very many. So here we go, Millions of Cats. And it's written by a woman named Wanda Gogg. So here we go. And you know what I like about this book? I love the illustrations. And we know that illustrations just mean that they're the pictures inside of the book. And the illustrator of this book chose, who is Wanda Gogg, chose to use just black ink. So there's no colors in this book, but it's still such a cool book. So here we go. Millions of Cats. Once upon a time, there was a very old man and a very old woman, and they lived in a nice, clean house, which had flowers all around it, except where the door was. But they couldn't be happy because they were very, very lonely. Oh, if only we had a cat, sighed the very old woman. A cat? Asked the very old man. Yes, a sweet, little, fluffy cat, said the very old woman. I will get you a cat, my dear, said the very old man. And he set out over the hills to look for one. And he climbed over the sunny hills, and he trudged through the cool valleys, and he walked a long, long time. And at last he came to a hill that was covered with cats. Cats here, cats there, cats and kittens everywhere. Hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. Oh, cried the little old man so joyfully, now I can choose the prettiest cat and take it home with me. So he chose one, and it was white. But just as he was about to leave, he saw another one, black and white and just as pretty as the first. So he took that one too. And then there was a furry gray kitten. Way over here was very cute and very pretty as the others. And so he took it too. And now he saw one way down in the corner, which he thought was too lovely to leave. So he took that one too. And just then, over here, the very old man found a kitten, which was black and very, very beautiful. It would be a shame to leave that one, said the very old man, and so he took it. And now over there he saw a cat which had brown and yellow stripes, just like a baby tiger. I simply must take it, said the very old man, and so he did. And so it happened that every time the very old man looked up, he saw another cat which was so pretty that he could not bear to leave it. And before he knew it, he had chosen them all. And so he went back over to the sunny hills and down through the cool valleys to show all of his pretty kittens to the very old woman. It was very funny to see that those hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of cats following him. And then they came to a pond. Meow, meow, we are thirsty, cried the hundreds of cats, the thousands of cats, the millions and billions and trillions of cats. And there is a great deal of water, said the very old man. So each cat took a sip of the water, and then the pond was gone. Meow, meow. Now we are hungry, said the hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. There is so much grass on the hills, said the very old man. So each cat ate a mouthful of grass, and not a blade of grass was left. Pretty soon the very old woman saw them coming. My dear, she said, what are you doing? I asked for one little cat, and what do I see? Cats here, cats there, cats and kittens everywhere. Hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. But we can never feed them all, said the very old woman, and they will eat us out of house and home. I never thought of that, said the very old man. What shall we do? And the very old woman thought for a while, and then she said, I know, we will let the cats decide which one we shall keep. Oh, yes, said the very old man. And so he called the cats and said, which one of you is the prettiest? I am, no, I am, I am, no, I am, no, I am, no, I am, said the hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of voices, for each cat thought itself was the prettiest. And then they began to quarrel. They began to fight, and they made such noise that the very old man and the very old woman in the house, they ran in as fast as they could, and they did not like such fighting. But after a while the noise stopped, and the very old man and the very old woman peeked out the window and to see what had happened, and there they did not see a single cat. Oh, I think they have all gone home, said the woman. Oh, that's too bad. But look, said the very old man, and pointed to a bunch of high grass, and in it sat one little kitten. And they went back, and they picked it up, and it was very thin, and it was very scraggly. "Oh, poor little kitty," said the old woman. "Dear little kitty," said the very old man. "How does it happen that you were left behind with those hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of cats?" "Oh, I'm just a little tiny cat," said the kitten, "and so when you asked who was the prettiest, I did not say anything." And so they took the little kitten into their house, where the very old woman and the very old man gave it a warm bath and brushed its fur until it was soft and shiny. And every day they gave it plenty of milk, and soon it grew plump. And it was a very pretty cat, after all, said the very old woman. And it was the most beautiful cat in the whole world, said the very old man. I ought to know, for I have seen hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. And it was the one, and it was as pretty as this one. And there was not that was as pretty as this one. The end. Now, let's think about that. Is it important to be the prettiest? No, it's not. The cats began to fight, but the one cat was quite quiet, and that's the cat that they chose. And it was a beautiful cat. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is, I love books, and some books are called fiction, And that means they're pretend. They could never ever be true. And one book is called, and the other kind of books are called nonfiction. And that means that, hey, this is a true book. Things like this could really happen, and I can learn from this book. This is a book about millions and trillions and billions of cats. And so we know that that little old man, he really didn't see that many cats. So this must be a book where we can use our imagination. And that means that it's a fiction book. It's pretend. But it was about numbers, and it was about a lot of cats. It was about thousands, hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of cats. So thank you, and I will see you the next time on U plus Math equals Fun. Thanks, everyone.